Errol Spence Jr., Terence Bud Crawford. Does size matter? Pause. This is your boy JG. This is a Punch Report. In this video, I want to explore the apparent size advantage that Errol Spence has over Terence Bud Crawford. Do skills pay the bills? Is it a combo wombo situation? Let's go. Like I said before, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified when the content drops. Errol Spence Jr., Terence Bud Crawford, July 29th, goes down T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. You know both combatants are going to be in great shape. I've done multiple breakdown videos, and now that I'm saying that, I got breakdown videos, like 4 or 5 of them from like more than a year ago at this point. A lot of my opinions have not largely changed. So check those videos out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'll go ahead and put this out there. I'm going to do a more detailed breakdown video specifically about why I'm leaning a certain direction. My ultimate prediction for the most part was I'm leaning towards Errol Spence Jr. to get this done. Styles make fights. I have him winning by either a close decision or by possible late round stoppage. I'm not taking anything away from Bud Crawford. I stated in previous videos before that his best opportunity to get this done is by KO, and he's capable of doing that. This is not new. My videos are still up from a year ago. So I'm not, picking from no one else's channel. I broke this fight down. I gave you the analysis. I gave you the assessment. Check those videos out. They're in a playlist. Check them all out. That's what's up. Anyway, I wanted to explore this avenue because it's not something I've spent a lot of time talking about. Errol Spence is a tremendous fighter, great fighter, 3-belt champion, unified welterweight division. Terence Bud Crawford, champion at 35, champion at 40, undisputed, and now champion at 147 pounds, where he has stopped everyone that he has faced. I'm not going to get into the semantics of resumes and all that shit now because I don't think it's relevant for this video. But the one avenue that I would like to explore that I have not explored just yet is Errol Spence Jr. is a big-ass welterweight, straight like that. Kell Brook's a big welterweight. I think Errol was bigger than him and obviously more powerful. Bud Crawford, we know that he's climbed the ladder from 35 up to 47. One of the things that's notable about Bud Crawford, though, I do want to put this caveat in there. If you go back to the Sean Porter fight, Sean Porter looked very comfortable. His face looked great. He did his muscles. He looked good. Bud Crawford at 147-pound limit, he looked drawn, eyes sunk in a little bit. He was getting like a baby Devin Haney look, which tells me that he's filled out his frame to compete at a high level against the guys that operate at 147 who have been in the division longer than he's been in the division. So I think that he is a true welterweight at this point. But what that does not mean is he's going to be going up against guys like Errol Spence who are naturally bigger than a Bud Crawford. From a skills perspective, I think these fighters are close. Oh, hold up. Who's calling me? Oh, hey, shout out. Hey, Mom, if you see this video, my mom's calling me right now. Shout out to you, Mom. I love you. I'm going to hit you back. That's crazy. Anyway, from a skills perspective, these fighters are very different, but they're very close as far as what they're able to get done against the opposition. The thing that I'm wondering about is if Bud Crawford is not really able to hurt Errol Spence in a way to keep him honest, what's the next avenue? We're going to have to see something different, in my opinion, from Bud Crawford. Errol Spence is extremely durable. He has a tremendous chin. We've seen him get in trouble. And the thing about Errol is when he gets caught, it's almost within like 4 to 7 seconds that you have to take damage, meaningful shots. I know that Bud Crawford's a different beast. He's a different animal. I'm not confused about that at all whatsoever. However, when we start rating power, I don't think either one of these guys have crazy ass power like Tank Davis, Deontay Wilder. I use those examples, or NOA. I use those examples because these guys are one-shotting people, knocking them out. Bud Crawford hasn't one-shotted anybody since 35 that I can think of. He dropped who? Ndongo with a body shot, well-placed. So you can throw that in there if you would like. At 47, it's cumulative damage, accurate punching, and then, the fact that Bud Crawford does, based on my assessment, have a really crazy gas tank where he can kind of step on the gas if it's getting crazy. later in the rounds where his opposition can't really do so. Errol Spence Jr., his last one-shot drop kind of situation or scenario was Carlos Ocampo, who was undefeated at the time, stopped him to the body, similar to Bud Crawford and Dongo. But I think the opposition of Carlos Ocampo was better at that time. Undefeated, lost to Errol, won 5 fights in a row, moved up to 54, fought Sebastian Fundora, lost in a competitive bout. He looked pretty good. We all know Fundora got knocked out by Brian Mendoza, and then most recently got stopped in the first round by Tim Tszyu. But he was looking live up until that point. There's not a guy I think that Bud has fought and beat, and they went on to do anything notable in the sport. I think they've generally looked like trash thereafter. It could be Bud ruining people or Errol ruining people. But my primary focus for this particular moment in time is, if Errol can't knock you out quickly, that's okay. He's disfiguring people. And that's a different type of power, weight in the hands, carrying it nice and level on the shoulders, and being so technically proficient that as you deliver strikes from various angles, you're taking everything from the foot to the hip to the shoulder to the delivery system of the punch and putting damage on the opponent. Maybe I don't knock you out, but I am going to close up an eye. I am going to disfigure you. I'm going to put you in a lurch. Shout out to Sean Porter. He looked pretty durable against both these fighters, getting dropped by both, stopped by Bud Crawford, even though the context of those particular fights are very, very different. My larger point is this. If Terence Bud Crawford cannot keep Errol off of him with straight power, what's his best avenue for victory? I think that Bud Crawford has grown into a full-fledged welterweight. I think he's a big, strong guy. We know he's a freak athletically, and he can do things that no other fighter can do. So if you're a Bud Crawford fan, please understand what I'm saying right now. I'm not shitting on Bud. He's fucking great, straight like that. The dude can fight. And he can do things that are ultra unique to him. But I think Errol Spence Jr. has a lot of those same attributes, if not more. And he's bigger, he's younger, and he has a type of style that is hard to overcome, especially if it goes the distance. So my question to you is this. All things considered equal, is the size and perhaps alleged strength discrepancy between Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Bud Crawford going to show up and manifest within this fight? Does size matter with Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Bud Crawford? Pause. How do you see it playing out? Is Errol, with close skill set, let's say if you want to call Bud Crawford more skilled, but not massively more skilled, and the size and strength and relentlessness of a Errol Spence Jr., is it too much to overcome? How do you see the fight playing out? Let me know. This is your boy JG. This is the Punch Report. And before I go, I have another fight coming that is exclusively about triangle theories. One of the main comments or themes of comments that I see in my comment section is Bud Crawford did something to Sean Porter that Errol Spence could not do. Context is important. So when you talk about common opponents, champions, record, what they've been through, all those things matter. All of those things count. I will be dropping that video. We out.